Education, education, education. What makes most of us what we are now? German philosopher Immanuel Kant expressed clearly, man cannot become man but by education. Man is nothing but what education makes of him. Education includes nurture, discipline, instruction, and moral training. Education changes the animal nature to man nature. Without education, man is like a piece of raw wood that is not yet set to work. Man leave his mother breast, crude, without taming. That to say, it is still wild. This notion is general. No one is immune to this step. The condition is natural to man. He left his mother's breast with no training, no education. He come into the world as a cosmeto that has not yet undergone any treatment. However, the long day he will spend in this world, if he open his eyes and brain, he could learn. It could be refined by civilization, society, and education. Kant said, it is only through education that perfecting of man's nature can be accomplished. It is therefore essential for man to use education to refine himself. Education is the most powerful tool for transforming man. It is a process to refine man from his natural state, from his natural state, his raw state to an altered state, fashioning a shape to the whole man. When talking about the crude state of man, that can be compared with a piece of wood that is close to his unprocessed state. A piece of wood that do not yet polished. In order to do not make some people hungry, I limit myself to say that this piece of wood has no value. But if it works, if it's polished, it might have some value. And the most you polish it, it's become more valuable. In other words, more good education individual has, more value he adds on him. In a normal society, a civilized society, the value of a person depends on his education, but not the color of his skin, not his nationality, not the amount of money he has. Immanuel Kant said, man is merely what education makes him. It is education that allows men to understand, communicate, respect, and not to judge his similar, his fellow human being by the extrinsic values. Immanuel Kant confirmed the education should have for its aim the development of natural gift and the fulfillment of man's destiny. If someone wants to become something, if someone wants to be a man of value, which is at the scope of of all humankind. He must be educated to develop fully as a man. He can be oriented himself towards the good. Education is like a medicine, a drug to cure, to tame the savagery of man, the disease of ignorance, which is tries to reign, to destroy man. However, many are taking this medication, which is education. It does not have any good effect on them because they do not want to heal. They do not want to change. Sometimes education fails to strip man of his savagery. In fact, many who classify themselves as intellectuals often they are acting worse than animals. They committed the moral barbarity that someone can never imagine. Sometimes man's behavior compels us to wonder if man is acting by instinct, whether man undone with reason. Those who had bad experiences, those who suffered by the bestial behavior of man, may hear that education does not develop in man a sense of humanity. However, I firmly believe that education could humanize man, tame the condition of savagery, bestial state of man, as electric shock can control schizophrenia. The man cannot be a man without education. It is like second nature in man. A man can use it as a profession. The late Reverend Pope Jean-Paul II said, education is more than a job. It is a mission, which is to help people to recognize what it is irreplaceable and unique, so that they can grow and flourish. Without education, man cannot progress. It is a torch to illuminate the man path during all his experience in life, because all his existence. It is indispensable for the proper functioning of man and society. It teaches man to appreciate, to enjoy and practice these three virtues: love, justice, and truth. It is impossible to have the social progress without the progress of man. There is an indissoluble correlation between education of man and a good society. A good society is the product of good educated men. We cannot have an educated society without educated men. Education is the only guarantee for the development of man and society. It allows man how to choose properly. They must first educate the people before putting this society in the position to choose what is good. It is really sad to say that. And I know that all truth is not good to declare, but sometimes one has to take risks to say what could be good to all society. Providing free will, the power of choosing, or the power to select, to a society that's not educated, that could lead the country to chaos, that could ruin the country politically and socially. This is pure and simple. People need to understand, educate, well informed before providing them the will to choose effectively. Even the lame intellectuals should not suppose to have the power to select between good and bad, because they have the spirit of me. An education that they receive cannot deliberate the state of animalistic. Education is the art to form, to transform a human being. It brings out the animal behavior that hides in man. It is impossible for the man to be a man without education. I'm talking about good education, comprehensive education. It is true to say that the man is the product of his upbringing or his education. Education is a tool, a powerful instrument to mold man for the society. My brothers and sisters, it is to protect you, to shield you from manipulation, that I said the desire to choose should not have to be in the hands of the people who are not educated. It is with great pain and affliction, with my heart full of anguish, to tell this truth. I do not say that to insult or to make anyone suffer, but the great love that I have for the people lead, guide me to take this position in order to prevent you to fall from politician opportunist trap. I want you to understand me. Thank you. May God bless you.